Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of the Cubs Line Podcast. I'm Ryan Dunleavy.
And I'm Ron Zunski.
And today, the Cubs win Game 1 of the series with the Orioles 1-0 in a pitcher's duel. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Mark's Card Shop. Thank you for sponsoring today's show and sponsoring us. Go check them out at markscardshop.com. Ryan, what were your takeaways from today's ball game?
Definition of a pitcher's duel, right? The only run was a sac fly. So, I mean, that was, an old school ball game. Love to see it. Cade Horton's been balling out. Like, I love what I've seen. We saw Kittredge, his debut. He did really well. And then Palencia, oh, freaked me out that last out. I thought that was trouble, but the win brought it back. So, yeah, great win from the boys. And, just get one of the next two, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, before we get started, I just want to let you guys know there will be a vlog out tonight. I went to the Chicago Dogs minor league game today. Here's the scorecard. Pretty cool. A couple former minor league players. Check out my interview with Shed Long Jr. He's the second baseman he was on the Seattle Mariners for quite a few years, a left-handed bat, and he's most well known for his walk-off grand slam on Father's Day. So go check out that interview. I'll be uploading some more content from that game. Make sure to go check it out.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, we will get into the game recap here. So the Cubs win it 1-0. The Cubs move to 64-45 on the year. The Orioles drop to 50-60. They're 13 and a half games behind the Toronto Blue Jays in the American League East. But I feel like, there's no hope there. They were sellers and they're done. So the Cubs sit at 64-45. They game back on Milwaukee. Milwaukee won 16-9 tonight against Washington. Pretty high scoring, but it was 16-4. I mean, they blew Washington out of the water. It was pretty disappointing. But yeah, so we'll get into the recap here. So it was Cade Horton versus Tyler Rogers.
Trevor.
Trevor, sorry, I get them all mixed up. The T's, Taylor, Trevor, Tyler. So Trevor Rogers, he pitched a gem. 8 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 8 strikeouts. I mean, in most cases, that's a win, right? It's he pitched great. It's just Cade and the Cubs bullpen came in and pitched better. So, top of the first, Jackson Holiday with a walk, and then Westbrook strikes out. Gunnar walks, Adley flies out, and then O'Neill flies out. So a little trouble early for Cade, but he's able to get out of that inning. Bottom of the first, Nico grounds out. Kyle Tucker lines out. Seiya Suzuki fouls out. So Cubs don't do any damage. Top of the second, Orioles go 1-2-3. Bottom of the second, Carson Kelly leadoff single. Uh, Almost gone. Wind brought it back off the wall. The classic single off the wall. It was. I thought it was gonna be a double, and then I'm like, oh, it's a catcher. He's not gonna leg this one out. And then
Yeah,
PCA.
on most days, that's a home run off the walls. Ball was hit so hard, I thought it was gone off the bat, but the wind took this ball back. But that helped the Cubs as well because that Tyler O'Neill ball that was hit off Palencia would have been gone 8 out of 10 days at Wrigley Field.
Yeah, exactly. So I would rather have the Carson Kelly ball not go out, and that one not go out either. That was, the wind was howling today. So PCA then hits a double into the gap. Another one where I thought maybe could have gotten out, but the wind gushed it back in. So the wind played a huge part. They call it the Windy City for a reason. Then Dansby strikes out. Ian Happ does his job. Sack fly goes the other way to right field. Carson Kelly probably would have got thrown out if it was a better throw. The throw was pretty up the line. But yeah, so Cubs take the lead 1-0, and then that'll be it, obviously for the scoring. Top of the third, Jackson Holiday singles, nothing else. Cubs go down 1-2-3 in the third. O's go down 1-2-3 in the fourth. Cubs go down 1-2-3 in the fourth. In the fifth, except for a male walk, nothing for the Orioles. Jackson was caught stealing too. And then in the bottom of the fifth, Cubs go down 1-2-3. O's go down 1-2-3 in the sixth. Matt Shaw, leadoff double, stay hot kid. You know, this is this is him trying to, earn some playing time over Willie Castro. I was honestly kind of surprised to see Willie Castro not in the lineup today, just because of the lefty. But Matt Shaw doubles, big hit there. So leadoff double, Cubs can't get anything out of it. O's go down 1-2-3 in the seventh. Carson Kelly leadoff single in the seventh. Can't do anything from that. Except for a Carlson walk. O's don't do any damage in the eighth. Cubs go on 1-2-3 in the eighth. Top of the ninth, Adley Rutschman with a two-out double, and then O'Neill crushes an 87-mile-an-hour slider almost down the middle. I feel like, I mean, 8, 9 times out of 10, this is a home run. Just the perfect day for a ball like this to be hit. Almost gone, was not stayed in the park. Cubs win it 1-0. Did you think this was a home run? I think we all kind of did, but did you, were you like, oh, that's definitely staying in, or oh, that might stay in, or did you think it was gone?
I thought it was gone because I saw O'Neal walking like with the bat ready to flip it, and he was walking and staring it down. Typically, when you see that, it's a good sign it's going to be a home run. So I got worried. Then I saw Hap going back. I'm like, all right, he probably has this. And then fly the W, sing the song.
Yeah, I mean, pretty stressful last play there. But yeah, so the Cubs win. Danny P gets the save. I feel like this is the first time in a while. I could be mistaken, but I feel like this is the first time where it's kind of been like shaky at the end, like the double and then the deep fly ball. Like I feel like he's been pretty good controlling damage lately.
Yeah, he has done a very good job about that. And I mean, they don't ask how you did it, they ask if you did it. And he did do his job. He kept the zero and a shutout from the Cubs pitching staff. Great job from the start to the finish.
Yes, sir. I mean, exactly. They don't ask how. They ask how many, or they ask if you did. So for the pitching, we'll go over here. Rogers, only pitcher for the Orioles. Again, 8 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 8 strikeouts. I mean, again, 9 games out of 10. That's a amazing start. It's still an amazing start, but 9 times out of 10, this is a win, and this is why the wins and losses they need to be fixed or taken out. Why is this a loss? Like his record suffers a loss when he went 8 innings of 1 run baseball. Like I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, he's been going off as of late ever since he came back from injury. He's having a great year and one of the only bright sides on this Baltimore Orioles team.
Yeah, for sure. So for the Cubs, Cade Horton gets the start. He gets the win. He goes 5 innings, gives up 2 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, no runs for him. He threw 71 pitches today. His ERA is now down to 3.42. Cade Horton's been balling. He's given up, I believe, we said, what was it, like 3 runs in his last 6 starts or something like that. And then since I forgot, it's like a date in June. There have been 2 pitchers with I think it's 5 starts of 5 scoreless innings. It's Paul Skeens and Cade Horton. So he's been throwing the really. I mean, he's been throwing the ball really well so far. Or since I honestly since that Houston start, I think Houston was kind of the turning point for Cade this season. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I do agree with that because he's been phenomenal as of late, and I think that's kind of what he needed. He needed to get rocked and have some bag control to kind of wake up. Worked with the Cubs pitching staff that's done a great job this year. The coaches, I mean, shout out Tyler Zombro and Tommy Hotovy. They've done a great job controlling the staff. And Cade's been doing awesome as of late, and got to give some credit to his bullpen too. They've been lights out all year until kind of last month. Jed brings in some reinforcements, and Kit Ridge has a great outing today.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a moment here. So Caleb Thielbar gets the hold, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, a strikeout. He's down to a 1.96 ERA. Caleb Thielbar still, he's balling out. Nothing's changed. Then we see Andrew Kittredge for the first time in the Cubby Blue in the Blues. He goes an inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. So 2 strikeouts in 10 pitches. I mean, couldn't ask for a better debut.
Yeah, he looked really good. He was hitting his spot. I mean, his off speed and his, I believe it's a sinker. That combo was very nice. think maybe a sinker and slider that was working very well, and he was hitting his spots. A lot of the Cubs pitchers have had problems because they either couldn't locate or everything was down the middle, but that was the complete opposite for Kit. He was hitting his spot, hitting the corners, and you can tell he looked very good today for the Cubbies.
Yeah, he did. Love to see it. And after the game, he was like, "Man, I could get used to this." As in, talking about playing for the Cubs and playing at Wrigley. Love to see it. Then Brad Keller comes in the eighth. He gets the holds. He went 1 inning, no hits, no runs, one walk, two strikeouts. He threw 18 pitches. He's at a 2.81 ERA now. And then Daniel Palencia, his 15th save of the year, an inning, a hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. He threw 9 pitches today. He's now down to a 1.36 ERA. So overall, kind of thoughts about the game before, or we'll go player of the game before we give the final thoughts. Who's your player of the game?
My player of the game today is Carson Kelly. He went 2 for 3 with the Cubs' only run, and he had a phenomenal day. And he also controlled the Cubs' pitching staff to a zero. Catchers calling pitches is very underrated, and he did a great job today at the plate and in the backstop, throwing out a runner as well.
Yeah, great day for him. And he came and touched on plate for the only run of the game today. So for me, I'm gonna split it. Cade Horton and and Trevor Rogers. I mean, again, I love Trevor Rogers. What a start, But Cade Horton been throwing the ball really well since Houston. I mean, it's tough to not give the pitchers the player of the game on a 1-0 game where the Cubs had 4 hits and the Orioles had 3.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was very tough for me because Kelly had a very good day as well. But obviously, when it's a 1-0 game, you got to show some love to the pitchers.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll ask you this kind of we could briefly went over it for a little, but what were your kind of thoughts, about Kittredge's debut? What did you see? What did you like? There was, I mean, obviously, he threw 10 pitches, so we're not going to get too into detail here. But what did you like, in his debut, and what did you kind of notice most?
What I noticed was he was hitting his spots. He wasn't throwing stuff down the middle, and he didn't have control issues. We've seen problems from various Cubs pitchers this year, and he was just hitting his spots. His slider looked really nice. It was a beautiful combo with his sinker, and he just did his job, and he made those hitters look silly. And I can't wait to see what Kittredge can do. And especially that was a high leverage situation as well. And I think I could throw him into Craig's trust circle for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I would love to see it. A trade deadline accusation playing a big part is always, it's what we really want on this team right now. So, um, sticking with pitching right now, do you move Cade Horton up to the 3 spot right now with how he's been throwing?
For that, I did get some insight today from some Twins fans. They said Willie Castro is a great player. You're going to love to have him. Just a great bat, great fielder, brings some great energy to the team. And they gave me the whole scouting report and the rundown on Castro. So thank you to those guys from Minnesota. They were in town for the card convention in downtown, and they decided to go to the Dogs game. I was talking to them about Castro, so got the deep dive into that. But I do. Cade's been throwing the ball so well. This is the Cade Horton that we saw, who is the Cubs' number one prospect, a top 100 prospect in baseball. With his funky release point and his high velocity, he's been throwing hitters off as of late, and he's done everything the Cubs have needed him. He's my number 3 pitcher and probably getting a playoff start for me.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Like I kind of talked about Cade Horton being a young kid, um, you know, and I don't know if I would trust him in a playoff game, but slowly but surely he's kind of gaining that trust for me in a playoff game. So I mean, since that Houston start again, so on the South side he went 6 in the third with 4 hits, no runs. Against Boston. They did lose this game, but he was pulled before the game got out of hand. He went 5 and 2/3 with 2 hits, no runs. Against the Twins, this was kind of a bad start from him. His only like real bad start since that game. 4 and 2/3, 6 hits, 4 runs. A rough one in Minnesota, and then in Cleveland, he went 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs. So he's been throwing it really well as of late. So yeah, I've loved what I've seen, and also for those Twins fans, great great for them giving us the scouting report in the convention. I hope they had a good time because I know I did on Friday, or not on Friday, yesterday, Thursday. It was a really fun time. But yeah, that's cool. I'm always making some fun connections at the minor league baseball games.
Yeah, minor league baseball games are fun to watch, very underrated. You get to see stuff like up close and a lot of cool players, and it's a very fun atmosphere. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it is. It's just I like the dogs games. Those are really fun. So we saw that Mike Soroka will take, or so right now Soroka's going to start. I believe is it Monday.
Yes, it'll be Monday. Mike Soroka versus Nick Lodolo in Game One of the Red Series
Yeah, so Ben Brown got pulled from tomorrow's start. Was he scheduled Sunday or s-
tomorrow.
he was tomorrow? Okay,
It's supposed
so
to be tomorrow with him, and then it was supposed to be Boyd Sunday for the rubber match, but now it's going to be Colin Ray for the rubber match. Boyd tomorrow.
boy tomorrow, yeah. So do we think so I know that no official moves have been made yet. Soroka hasn't been activated. Do you think Brown goes to the bullpen or do you think Ben Brown is going to go down to Iowa?
He'll probably go down for now from Iowa, get stretched out, get some starts down there because Soroka has not actually been activated to the roster yet. So I assume that's Ben Brown's spot that he will be taking. So other roster moves I wanted to talk about. Gavin Hollowell was sent down to AAA Iowa for Andrew Kittredge. And then, as you know, Ryan Presley was DFA'd. That was Roger's spot. And then the Cubs sent down Mo Baller to open up a spot for Willie Castro. Ryan, do you agree with them sending down Mo Baller? And if not, who do you think they should have sent down?
I think they should have sent down John Birdie. I do. I love John Birdie, but I just think that John Birdie plays a lesser role in this team than Mo Baller would have. Either Justin Turner or John Birdie, but Justin Turner, does come in and pinch hit. He's a good pinch hitter, so I would have gone John Birdie there.
Yeah, I probably would go Birdie. The only thing that I do like about Birdie is he can pinch run and play a lot of positions, but JT brings the experience to this team, and he's played in a lot of playoff series and playoffs games, and he's been proven pretty well in the playoffs. So we don't know how guys play in the playoffs when the lights are on. You're on national TV. There's a lot more fans. The stadium's louder. Everything is more intense, and you don't know who's going to show up for the playoffs. Like as much as Matt Shaw's been pretty good as of late, Michael Bush, all these young guys, they haven't played in a playoff game before, so they're untested, and we'll have to see how they react to the bright lights in the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. So kind of going off the roster moves and kind of the Ben Brown situation. So the updated rotation, right now. So as it looks, um, correct me if I'm wrong or kind of provide some insight here. So the ace, let's see. I mean, I feel like Shota Imanaga is the one right now. Matthew Boyd two, and then for the three spot, you think Colin Ray for right now, or would you go Cade Horton?
I'd go Cade because the way he's throwing the ball, but the only thing is that Colin Ray does have playoff experience and he's a veteran. So I don't know. You could kind of go either or, but I assume it'll be JMO when he gets back. It's gonna be Ray, Assad, or Horton for that four spot, but you only really need three starters in the wild card series.
Yeah, so the wild card series right now, we would need three. Going ahead to kind of the NLDS. So yeah, so again, so Shota Boyd, yeah, so the three, Jamison Tyone, the four. I mean, it's tough to kind of predict here for upcoming because we haven't seen him pitch. But would you go Soroka or would you go a different route?
Um, I wouldn't mind Soroka. I mean, he has had playoff experience. He was really good in the playoffs for the Braves. I'd honestly go Mike Soroka. I need to see what he does for the Cubs though, because he hasn't started at all for them. Like he could be really good, he could be really bad. At least we hope he's not going to be bad. But I don't know what Mike Soroka we're getting. Are we getting the 2017 All Star Mike Soroka, or are we getting the Mike Soroka that was on the White Sox with a 5 ERA? I don't know what we're getting, so I'm going to have to see his next couple of starts to really decide that.
I agree. Well, we can make kind of the final decision, as the playoffs, creep up on us. So, yeah. So the one Shota, the two Boyd, JMO will get the three, Soroka will get the four. That's kind of right now our predictions, more hopes, kind of along those lines for the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is a lot of these Cub starters have playoff experience. Shota doesn't, Matt Boyd does, JMO does, Soroka does. So 3 out of the 4 guys do, and Shota's a proven ace. He handles himself very well, so I don't think that's gonna be a problem. He's not really a rookie.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's, what, 30, 31, something like that. So I mean, he's an experienced pitcher.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do, and I don't care that Matt Boyd's had a better season than him. I'm giving Shota the game ball in game one, 100%.
Yeah, can't wait to be in Wrigley when Shota's on the bump for game one. Chelsea Dagger blaring through the stadium. Gonna be great to hear that song in the playoffs again, since the Blackhawks can't get back. But yeah, that's gonna be the crowd's gonna be electric for that.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like playoffs. And one thing I do want to say is today, Rob Manfred was at Wrigley. Cubs are officially hosting the 2027 All Star Game and All Star Weekend. Super excited for that.
Yeah, I mean, gonna have to at least make my way out to Waveland Avenue for the home run derby at the very least. But that's gonna be such a fun time, in the city of Chicago. Another great event, coming to the city. I mean, what better place than the friendly confines?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like Wrigley in a playoff game. Just if you're an opposing team, like you do not want to play. That's the one stadium you don't want to play. Just look at Clayton Kershaw, man. The entire Kershaw
Kershaw.
fans were on their stadium on their feet the entire time chanting Kershaw, and he was shell shocked, man. Like I've
Biggest,
never
yeah,
seen him like that before, and that's just different.
biggest start of his career. At that point, it was the biggest start of his career, I believe, and he gave up. I believe five. It was either 4 or 5. I know he scored 5 that game, but yeah, I mean, it is just it's a place unlike any other in the playoffs. People want to talk about Philly. Philly's great. But I mean, we haven't seen Wrigley with fans since 2018, and people are gonna be surprised this year.
Yeah, there's nothing like the Cubbies fans, best fans in baseball.
Hey, hell yeah! So we'll look at tomorrow's preview. It is Tomiyuki Sugano against Matthew Boyd. Sugano 8-5 with a 4.38 ERA. Matthew Boyd 11-4 with a 2.47 ERA. Can Matthew Boyd get back on track, and will the Cubs take a 2-0 series lead tomorrow?
Yeah, they will. They're playing for more than baseball tomorrow. Obviously, the a lot of times the name on the front is a lot more important than the name on the back, but tomorrow it's the opposite. The name on the back is what they are playing for, or I should say, the number on the back is what they are playing for. And I know, like Katie Schumacher, the head coach at Penn State volleyball, is throwing out the first pitch, and it's going to be a very emotional game tomorrow. And the Cubs are playing for the number on the back and a lot more than baseball. They're going to blow the Orioles out of their shoes.
Yeah, it's gonna be an electric day. Nico Horner, I have a feeling he's gonna have a good day. Honoring playing with the number 23 on his back in his position. I'm feeling a good day from Nico tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm feeling a good day as well. I mean, Ryan Sandberg meant so much to Nico Horner. He had a lot of good conversations and a lot of insight at the second base position from Rhino. And I feel like him and Ian Happ are going to have a field day tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Let's get a win. Let's get a 2-0 series lead, and then have Colin Ray bring this sweep home.
100%. Let's go get a sweep and let's surpass Milwaukee.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go do it. So now we will take a look around the MLB.
Alrighty. So right now the White Sox are playing the Angels. That game is not over yet, but the Sox are leading 6-3. Colson Montgomery's on a tear. He had another bomb tonight. Lenny Sosa and Ben Tendi also with home runs. The Athletics are beating the D-backs 5-1 in the middle of the seventh inning. Shea Langoliers hit a 2-run shot. The Rangers are beating the Mariners 3-2 in a crucial series because the Mariners are 1 game ahead of the Rangers. If the Rangers can win this series, they will be ahead of the Mariners. If not, the Mariners will have a pretty nice lead on the Rangers. Marcus Semien hit an RBI double. It's kind of a pitcher's duel. Jack Leiter struck out 7. Josh Naylor with a big RBI double. The Reds beat the Braves 3-2. I was actually watching this game. Will Benson hit a 2-run shot, and then Pagan got into some late trouble. I think it was runners on first and third. Braves capitalized. Runners on second and third with no outs, and the Braves can get across those 2 runs to tie the game up. The Reds end up holding on to that game, heading into the NASCAR game tomorrow. I'm super excited to watch that one.
So pumped for that.
And then the Phillies beat the Tigers 5-4. That Johan Duran intro might have been the coolest thing I've ever seen. That was awesome.
Yeah, I wish the Cubs I wish the Cubs would do something like that with Palencia. It's gonna get so electric if they do. Maybe they're gonna surprise us in the playoffs with something, but yeah, that was amazing.
That was awesome. William Contreras and the Brewers beat the Nationals 16-9. Contreras recorded his first ever 5-hit game. Andrew Monastero went 4 for 6 with 3 RBIs as well. The Royals beat the Blue Jays 9-3. Bobby Witt Jr. with a 3-run shot, and Mike Yastrzemski homered in his first Royals AB. The Red Sox beat the Astros 2-1 on a Roman Anthony walk-off single that hit off the wall. Great game at Fenway. Hopefully the Red Sox can make the playoffs. That'd be awesome. Nothing like Fenway for a playoff game. Wrigley, Fenway, the two most historic stadiums in the league. That'd be awesome to see both the Cubs and the Red Sox make the playoffs first time in a couple of years.
Yeah, it'd be great. Two droughts there, Fenway, Wrigley. Again, great playoff atmospheres.
Yeah, 100%. And then the Giants beat the Mets 4-3. Dom Smith hit the go-ahead single. The Guardians beat the Twins 3-2 on a Kyle Manzardo walk-off single. The Yankees lost at the Marlins 13-12. The Marlins 6-run seventh inning. I don't know who it was, but Xavier Edwards hits a ground ball. The guy misplays it. Edwards goes to third, and then whoever was up hits a little dribbler. The pitcher and the catcher both go for it. No one's covering home plate. The Marlins win the ball game. That was a crazy ending.
Oh yeah, I don't remember who it was, but I saw it though. It was wild.
Yeah, it was. And then the Dodgers beat the Rays 5-0. A heck of a start from Clayton Kershaw shutout. His last dance for Clayton Kershaw. Super excited to watch that. Only a few more times that Clayton Kershaw will ever take the mound again.
Yeah, I mean maybe Wrigley in October.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna say it, the game of the year,
They came back and won.
The Rockies beat the Pirates 17-16. Brennan Doyle with a walk-off 2-run single, or I think it might have been a bomb. I don't know. So I'll go through the scoring. Got 6-0. O'Neal Cruz. The Pirates put up 9 in the first inning. O'Neal Cruz with a grand slam, and then Andrew McCutchen with a 3-run shot. So they batted around like twice, and then bottom of the third, 3-run shot, 9-4 game. The Pirates tag along 3 more in the top of the fourth, makes it a 12-4 game. And then the bottom of the fourth, the Rockies scored 2. Top of the fifth, 15-6. And then in the bottom of the fifth, the Rockies tag along, think 5 more, 15-5. And then it was 16-10, bottom of the eighth inning. They hit a home run, 16-12. Top of the ninth, Hunter Goodman hits a home run, 16-13. Warming Bellington hit a triple, 16-14. Estrada single, 16-15. Then Brennan Doyle brings it home with a walk-off home run. They were trailing by 4 runs heading into the ninth, and they walk it off. That was definitely my game of the year for sure.
For sure. I mean, but more importantly, they were trailing by 9-0. I mean, I checked when it was 16-10, and me and a couple friends were joking like Pirates and Rockies over here, two poverty teams just battling it out on a Friday night in Denver. I mean, what a game. This is like a perfect representation of like a Wednesday night MAC football game, when no one's watching, they're just dueling out there and yeah, in front of 10 fans in a raccoon. I love it.
And then in the last game, the Padres beat the Cardinals 4-1. Nick Pivetta with a gem and Jackson Merrill with a 2-run single. Now we'll play MLB Pickle. Give me a player.
Ooh, let's go with Carson Kelly.
Carson Kelly, I like it. He's in the NL, a righty from the USA. I'll go Will Smith. He's not in the NL West, so he's probably in the NL East, righty. I'll go Trey Turner from the USA. He's in the NL East, righty from the USA.
NL East, ready, USA. Have we got? Wait, we didn't get the team yet.
I'll go Clay Holmes. See if he's a starting pitcher. Not a starting pitcher. So reliever maybe.
Wait, NL East, right?
Yeah. Tyler Kinley, just acquired by Atlanta. He's on Atlanta, a righty from the USA. So he's not a catcher. He's not a starting pitcher, not a relief pitcher. Albies is a switchy, I know. Thinking about this one, huh?
Yeah.
Just watched them today too, so I should be pretty fresh. Just need to
So
get.
wait, you said Braves reliever, right?
No, he's not a pitcher. He's a righty
Oh,
from the
he's
USA.
not a pitcher. Oh, okay, sorry. I mean Ozuna.
No, he's from the USA.
Okay.
Austin Riley, maybe.
Yeah, go with Austin Riley.
All right, let me try Austin Riley. All right, typing it in. Austin. There we go, Austin Riley. MLB Pickle
Yep.
Player of the Day. Now, Immaculate Grid.
So for the first one, 30 save season, Yankees, I went Mariano Rivera.
Yeah, obviously.
And then for the Braves, 30 saves in a season. Um,
Craig Kimbrell.
yeah.
Bang. And then 30 save season with an under 3 ERA.
Aroldis Chapman. Did he? He did,
Probably.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. 20-win season on the Yankees.
Garrett Cole, did he get it last year? I mean, he balled out.
No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna go with the old guys because I mean, in like the 80s and 90s, they were throwing
Yeah.
8, 9 innings every single outing. Um,
CC Sabathia.
he probably did. Yeah, I'll go with
Yep,
it.
CC
Yeah, he did.
Sabathia.
Okay. Atlanta 20-win seasons.
I think like they're goats. John Smoltz or Greg Maddux.
Yeah, I mean, one of them had to do it, right? I'm gonna go with R.A. Dickey because that's my favorite
I got
name
Greg Maddux.
in the MLB.
And
Oh, he
then
got it. That's no. R.A. Dickey, listen to this. R.A. Dickey's most wins in a single season was 20, achieved in 2012. And it's saying
it
that
might not have been on the Braves.
does it I thought it was just you have to play for the Braves and then have 20.
Oh no, I got Greg Maddux, and then for under 3
That's what
ERA with a 20+ win season, I put Randy Johnson.
Randy J.
Yankees, 200+ K season. You got any in mind?
Not right now. Let's see if he got.
Garrett Cole, maybe? You
I
think
was actually I was looking at most strikeouts in a season for him. He had 326. Yep.
yeah. And for Atlanta, I'm gonna go Chris Sale. I'm sure he had the big strikeout guy.
Had
Yep,
to have
Chris
it.
Sale.
Yep.
And then an under 3 ERA season with 200+ strikeouts.
I mean, you think John Lester,
I think
Jake
so.
Arrieta, someone? I'll go Jake
John
Arrieta.
Lester, baby. And we are immaculate, folks. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's show. Signing off, Ryan Dunleavy.
Ryan Zelinsky.
See you guys in the next episode.